Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, or actually good evening at this point. It's 7 o'clock here in Florida. We're getting ready for Idalia to show up sometime. I think they said about 2 a.m. on Wednesday. So we're getting ready for Idalia to show up. So it's been a little crazy here in the Tinkerbell house between working and getting everything ready, and this is kind of like my time to kind of relax and enjoy. This live is going to be about a couple of informations I have for you guys. For those of you that might possibly have any family on any of the ships, I just got an email from Carnival. And the email that I got from Carnival is pretty much letting me know that I have a couple of clients that are leaving out of Tampa on the Carnival Paradise this coming weekend. And they had advised that if you're on the Carnival Paradise from the port of Tampa to text CCL number 2, so CCL2. And if you're on the Carnival Elation from Port Jacksonville, you have to text CCL1. As of right now, they're not talking about any cancellations as of what I can read on the information. They're just advising us to let our clients know to text that number so that they can get more information as the time passes. So we're just getting ready for that. I want to welcome in Jen and Donnell. They're our moderators here on the Traveling with Tinkerbell. So I want to welcome them in. Thank you so much for keeping the channel up to par. Keep an eye on all those trolls out there. Michael Patterson, hey, you made it. How are you, sir? Nice to have you here. You said, let me see. Hi, Jackie. I'm in the car in the store watching while the wife is shopping. Hey, that's a good one, Michael. So yeah, while your wife is having a good time shopping, you're just watching the Traveling with Tinkerbell. I did not light up the light behind me because if I did, you wouldn't be able to see the sign. So I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it's how the lights, it's just weird. Hi, Bethany, how are you? Nice to have you here. Thank you. Hope you're doing good. I gotta get in touch with you, Bethany. But thank you for coming in. I'm not sure. I have some information from different cruise lines, specials and stuff. I'm going to start off with that. So I'm not sure if anybody here, or maybe when somebody's hearing the replay, is interested in Azamara Cruises. Azamara Cruises send me an email that they're having this great deal for Labor Day. It's only the special goes from August 23 to September 6th. They're giving you guys free 4 free nights plus $600 onboard credit, depending, I guess, on your cabin and all of that. So it's pretty much letting us know that you're. Let me see. It says, let us take your clients to Asia, Hidden Gems, and the other cruise line cannot take them to. They'll visit off the beaten path of destinations like Japan and Koh Samui, Thailand, and they're, let me see, plus for a limited time, they can receive 4 free nights and $600 onboard credit to make every moment for their voyage memorable. So if you're looking into maybe possibly trying Azamara Cruises, there you have it. They're doing 4 free nights and $600 onboard credit. Also, I want to welcome in Eddie Lugo Studios, Mike and Rihanna. Thank you so much for being here. The next information that I have for you comes straight from Disney Cruise Lines. They were tomorrow was supposed to be their debut for Disney Treasured. So they moved it to September 5th at 11 a.m. So now everybody's been waiting on that. So now they decided to go ahead and push it out a little bit further. So if you're looking to seeing what the Disney Treasure is all about, September 5th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is on a Tuesday. So that's if you're interested in something like that or need some information. So that'll be the date. Let me see. Also, for you, for all those celebrity lovers, You guys have 5 days, 17 hours, 4 minutes, and 49 seconds to still be able to get that 72% off on the second guest and your onboard credit on different celebrity cruises. So that one is ending on Monday, September the 4th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep an eye on that if you're looking to booking a celebrity cruise. From Carnival, Carnival sent me an email about the Carnival Miracle. There's 4 Carnival Miracle. If maybe anybody here or anybody that has a family that might be going on the Carnival Miracle, they're canceling 4 of their cruising because they're sending that ship to dry dock, and they're opening 6 new sailings. So if you're looking into or have somebody that has that, or maybe you got a cancellation, that's probably what it is. So they're canceling all their sailings from February. This is 2025, February of 2025, February, April, all the way to April 15. And then they're having new sailings, but they didn't provided the new sailing dates for those because it's going to dry dock. So if there's something that maybe you have a family member or something, maybe somebody got an email about cancellations. I don't know. We're still having cancellations, but I guess they have to make sure that these ships are up to par. So also, since I'm providing you guys with information on cruising, keep in mind that Eddie Lugo Studios have their booze cruise, the secret booze cruise for next year in October. If you're looking to maybe book one of these cabins, contact Ocean to Ocean, which is Bruce. He's also a content creator, so you will find them on Oceans to Ocean. His name is Bruce, but I know Eddie's here, so Eddie, if you can put the link in the comment section, I would appreciate it. That way, if anybody's interested, they can check it out. I know that it's going to be Eddie, Mike. It's going to be Mike and Rihanna's first time on their cruise, so we can wait to see them over there. I will be joining them as well. So it's going to be a lot of creators going on that cruise. We're going to have a good time. I'm also going to be taking any questions that you guys have. I came to the live just to give you guys some information about that, and also to talk about what's going on here in Florida. We're just getting ready for this Idalia's hurricane. It's supposed to hit Florida, or our area, somewhere around 2 o'clock in the morning tonight. So right now we're getting everything ready, getting the house ready. After the live stream, I'll be picking up my mom, bringing her here with me so she can spend some time just in case, because where she lives in an apartment. So she's about maybe 30 minutes away from me. So I'll be doing that today, getting everybody ready. I know some of our friends are out at sea. Some of them are supposed to be coming back this Thursday, and I don't think they're going to be coming back this Thursday. We're hoping they are, but at least they're safe and they're okay. I've been getting a lot of calls from different clients worried about, if the ship is going to come back, is my cruise going to be canceled? Just keep in mind, if anything were to get canceled, you get your money back, or you can do a future credit or future cruise credit, and you can book a different cruise down the road. Things like this happen. It's not something that, we knew ahead of time and anything like that. I will be traveling to Puerto Rico this Saturday, God permitting. Everything is good and everything is fine. I'll be traveling over there to Puerto Rico. I'll be there with my dad. I'm going to go visit him. So I'll be there from Saturday to Saturday. I'll still be working because I work from everywhere. So I'm going to go visit with him and enjoy some time with him. I'll be traveling with my husband. So that's going to be a lot of good fun. Let me see. Oh, everybody's saying hi to everybody. So yeah, that's pretty much the information that I had for you guys. So we're just going to talk about different cruises. If you guys have questions, put them on the comment. I can answer the questions. We can talk about pretty much anything cruising. Like right now, the cruises that I have scheduled. Hi, Cruising with Keith. Welcome in. How are you? It was nice. If you guys have not seen that, we do have a show on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have that show with Miss Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime. we do a show on Saturdays, and we bring creators, and then we kind of do like an interview and get to know them. Sometimes we do empowering women at YouTube. So we do that as well. So if you did not know about that, our show is at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central, and it's every Sunday. This Sunday, we're not going to have a show because Cruising is Fun will be on a cruise, and they will be traveling on the Mardi Gras. Now, on September 6th, if everything goes good, I will be meeting with Cruising is Fun at the port of San Juan. And if we have Wi-Fi and all of that, we're going to be coming live on September 6th. I think our meetup time is between 10 and 11, something like that, in the morning. So keep an eye on that if you guys want to check us out in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And we're going to be live, doing a live stream from over there. So I cannot wait. Hi, Scott. How are you? Welcome in. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I cannot wait to be able to meet Miss Cheryl and Jeremy over at Cruising with Fun, and JNS at I think his name is JNS Adventures. I think is his YouTube channel. So like I was saying, I'll be going on a couple of cruises. The one that I have coming up, it will be on Carnival Horizon. It's going to be on October 28th. We're going to be leaving out of the port of Miami. That's going to be for my daughter, Sophie's 15th birthday celebration. Hi, Miss Debbie. How are you? Welcome in, and thank you for being here today. So she's going to be having a big birthday celebration. We're going to celebrate her 15th birthday. So that's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Last couple of weeks, we went shopping for her king set dress. So I'll be vlogging from over there. I'm not going to vlog all of her stuff because she's very, like, she doesn't want to be on the vlogs, but I'm going to try and vlog some of the stuff. But I'll be vlogging that ship and the ports and all of that stuff. That I'll be vlogging. So we're going to be going there on that ship on Carnival Horizon. We're going to be going to Aruba, Curacao, La Romana, and also we're going to be going to Amber Cove. Talking about cruising, I am looking to doing our first traveling with Tinkerbell group cruise. I heard about a lot of my clients, a lot of YouTube people have commented and have messaged me. We're going to be doing a Caribbean cruise for our first traveling with Tinkerbell. I'm looking into Celebrity and Royal. Hey, Miss Judy Gravina, how are you, my love? Thank you so much for coming. No, you're good, and you're not late. We just started like maybe a couple of minutes ago, so you're good. So yeah, we're going to be doing our first traveling with Tinkerbell. It's going to be either on a Celebrity or on a Royal ship. I just got to find the right itinerary. And I'm looking into sometime between April, May, somewhere around there. It's going to be like kind of like after the peak season. So it's not too high on the price. And also before hurricane season starts. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to be looking into different types of ships, itineraries, so we can all get together, have a great time, get to meet each other, and enjoy some time together in the community. So that's one of the things that I've been looking into. I did find out a lot of people wanted to do the Caribbean, so we're going to start with Caribbean. We're going to do what the community wants. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to you guys. My next cruise is going to be on also after Carnival Horizon will be the Celebrity Ascent. I'll be on the Ascent for its inaugural cruise. I got invited, so I'm going to be going over there. That's going to be sometime in November. And after that, in November, I'm going to take a little break, and I will be coming back in the New Year's in 2025. I will be on the Celebrity Beyond. That's going to be a 12-day cruise. It's going to be a 12-day cruise. On that one, we're going to go to Cayman Islands, Falmouth, 2 nights in Aruba, Curacao, Colombia, Cartagena. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that cruise. Right after Celebrity Beyond, we have the Royal Caribbean Odyssey of the Seas, which that's going to be in April, sometime in April. And then after that, the only other thing that I have planned, because I haven't put too much on my calendar next year, will be the Boost Cruise with Eddie Lugo Studios. and that's going to be in October of 2028 of 2025. And I have another cruise that I'm planning after that, but I haven't put it on the books yet. Let me see. Cruising with Key says, thank you. Muster, I just put the other video. Oh, so I guess he's talking to the muster drill, to Scott. Want to check out when you're in your, okay, so they're just talking. So if you're a creator, just do hashtag TWT, and that should put your information and your link so other people can check out your channel as well. We're growing. I'm happy the way we're growing. You know, we're at 276 subscribers today, so I'm very happy. I appreciate every one of you guys for coming to the live, for watching, for being so supportive. I'm truly blessed, and I feel so happy, you know, for where we are today. So we're marching up to that 1,000 and that 4,000 hours. So we're marching up little by little, and I know with a lot of work and hard effort, we're going to get there. I'm pretty sure. A lot of good things are coming for Traveling with Tinkerbell. We have Traveling with Tinkerbell on Facebook and also on Instagram. So I have Traveling with Tinkerbell Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you're looking, if you need to look for me or find me, or you can just always email me at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com. You can always call me at my cell, 813-608-2935. Whatever you need, even if you want to just chit chat for a little bit, have a conversation, I have no problems. Miss Judy knows that. Debbie knows that. Danelle, Jen, everybody that's here. I love to talk. That's one of the things that I like to do. It's not all about business. Sometimes it's good to just have that conversation with your clients, with your friends, and all of that. So it's really good. If everybody that's here, say hi to Bethany. Bethany, I love her with all my heart. She's a good client, and she's going right now. We need to pray for her. She's going through a little some surgery, so I'm keeping an eye on that. So make sure that she's doing good and she's healthy and all of that. So Bethany, you know that we love you and we're praying for you all the way from over here. Judy says, I love to chat too much. Nah, we have a good time when we get together. It was nice talking to you and to Miss Debbie the other day. I had a great time just talking. So yeah, that's pretty much like all the cruises that I have. I know next year I want to bring more content. So right now what we're doing is like I'm going to Disney, different parts of Florida, and things like that, so that I can still provide some content and some information to you guys weekly, because we got to keep this YouTube going on a weekly basis so that the algorithm will not like feel weird. So we got to make this algorithm happy every day and every week. We also have, if you guys want to come and join us on Friday evenings, we also have a live show with Eddie Lugo Studios and other content creators. So that's another way. If you know, if you don't have time during Tuesday and you watch the replay, you can always come back on Friday, or you can see us on Sunday. So that's been a very good blessing. I'm very honored, to be honest, to meet some of these great creators, and I cannot wait to see Scott and Eddie and all of them on this group cruise next year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm truly looking forward to meeting Cheryl and Jeremy this coming week. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's been a super blessing meeting them and all of that. So it's going to be a lot of good things are coming to the channel. We just gotta, keep moving, keep improving as best as we can. Every day is a learning experience for me, because I'm new to this. I've never done this, but we're marching on. You learn, you fall, you get up, and you continue to move on, and you continue to get better and do better things. So that's my goal, with the channel, to grow it, to bring the content for you guys, to enjoy times like this where we can just come together as a community and have that conversation. I'm not planning on doing like a Patreon or anything like that. I just want the channel to be completely free, for everybody to enjoy and come in and just get to know each other and have a great time together. So that's not on my list to do like a Patreon or anything like that. I feel that by having the channel is a blessing enough for me. So I think that's going to be, I'm happy with just the channel. Um, but we're going to keep on working hard, moving forward. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. Put it on the inbox, and we can talk about a specific subject. I know that the other day I was watching one of the content creator, and I think Scott, if I'm not mistaken, we were talking about gratuities and all of that stuff, and that's always an interesting subject to talk about, because gratuities is something that comes up every single time as you're a travel agent. Like, you're always, do I add gratuities? Do I not add gratuities? Who do the gratuities go to? Why should I pay for the gratuities? Can I opt out of the gratuities? Can I just give gratuities to whoever I feel like? So it's one of those touchy subjects that I don't know. I sometimes feel that the cruise line should just bake it all in and just give you a price, and that's it. And that way nobody questions it or anything like that. And the only reason why I feel like that way, because I've been on so many cruises and I see how hard the crew members work and everything they do for each and every one of us. And I think they deserve that and much more. That's my personal experience, when I go cruising. Michael has a question. For the people that are prone to motion sickness, how would an inside cabin midship work for them? Well, to be honest, Michael, when it's a brand new cruiser or somebody that is prone to motion sickness and they've never either been on a cruise or are been on a cruise and they know their motion sickness, I always recommend midship. I always recommend midship, either not too low and not too high, kind of like middle of the ship. I always try to put them on the mid of the ship, midship, and because of that, because it's more level and you don't feel it as much unless you have drastic waves out there or anything like that. But it's much better for them. And I know this for a fact because when I travel, I have gone on front of the ship, after the ship, mid of the ship, upper midship, lower, and I try to balance to understand where is the best possible way to put a client when they have a situation like that. And for me, I've always found that midship, middle of the ship, if there's any cabins available, that's where I would put them. And I would never put a client like up out next to the Lido deck. I always try to put them cabins below and cabins on top, so that they can get a really good nice rest and enjoy their cruise. Because weirdly so, you have some cabins located in weird places on the ship. Welcome in, Jess Cody. Cruising with Keith says, do you prefer the big ships like 150K or the smaller ones? I've been on both. Cruising with Keith, I've been on Paradise, which is a smaller ship, and I've been on Wonder of the Seas, which is the biggest ship. It doesn't matter to me which one it is, as long as we're just cruising, to be honest. But if I were to choose, I will go with the bigger ships. Only reason being is because they provide you more activities. If you are a person that like to enjoy activities, when I go cruising, I like to watch the Broadway shows, every shows they have, comedians. That's what I like about cruising. And then having activities. If I'm taking my kids, I like to go on the bigger ships because they have a lot of activities, a lot of different, like Wonder of the Sea have flow riding, they have the Abyss, so they have a lot of different varieties for the kids to enjoy. But if I'm going by myself with my husband, I like Celebrity. It doesn't matter whether it's little, big, or whatever. I just enjoy it because it's like more like a relaxed kind of cruising. Let me see. Cruising with Kids says, when new cruisers ask me if they like to cruise, I always say do a 4-day to Canada. The water is calmer. Yeah, you're right. When it's a brand new cruiser, I never tell them do like a 7 unless that's what they want. If that's what they want, I cannot tell the customer, no, you're not gonna get what you want. But I always tell them do a 3 to a 4-day, because not everybody knows if they're gonna like it. I be honest, I've never till today, and I've been doing this for 2 years and some change, and I've never had a situation where A client of mine has come back and says, I didn't like it. I've never had encounter that. On the contrary, like they call me sometimes from the ship, or when they get back home and says, I need to book myself another ship and I need to book a longer one. So that's one of the things that I have encountered. But I do agree with you. Always tell them a smaller one, because at least they get their feet wet and they know, okay, whether they're gonna like it or not. And also, cabin category is a must when you're sending a brand new cruiser out there. You gotta make sure you give them that information. They know, I never tell a brand new cruiser do an excursion outside of the cruise line. I always tell them, do it with the cruise line until you enjoy, you're used to it, you know exactly what you're doing, you know that you got to get back to the port. Because I would hate for you to call me and say, hey, I'm stuck in the Bahamas, Cozumel, or wherever, because the ship left me, because you were in a private excursion. So, you always have to keep in mind all the little details that sometimes people don't think about. You got to keep in mind when it comes to the new cruisers, and make sure that you give them as much information as you can. And I know Scott is also a travel agent, so he'll probably agree with that. I had when was this? Like a few weeks back, I had a client that was in Alaska. He's been cruising, I think he is a Diamond Plus, and he decided for the first time to do an excursion outside of New Region. And nothing happened, like he wasn't late or anything. He just, when he booked the excursion, I I don't know how he thought it was like kind of like a Norwegian, because I guess he did it when he was here at before he left, and he thought that he had booked it with Norwegian. And when he went, because Norwegian had that same excursion, when he went to meet up, they said that he didn't have a ticket or anything. So when he finally realized that that was the excursion he did outside of New Region, and he went to the meeting point, they were gone. So he had lost that money. So that's another thing that I always tell everybody, keeping a track of everything you do, put it on a little notepad or something, take it with you, an itinerary. Like when I cruise and I'm a travel agent, I do an itinerary. So I put everything on there, and then I stick that itinerary on the door of my cabin so I can see it as I go out. And I know what's coming, if I have a specialty dining, if I have of an excursion. And I, as a travel agent, I'll be honest, I don't do excursions outside. I only done one excursion outside of the cruise line. And that's because I was watching Pero DJ, and they did Butts Up in Belize. And let me tell you, that was the best excursion I have done outside of the cruise. I had a great time. And till today, I would recommend that excursion. That's the only excursion that I've done outside of the cruise. So, when it comes to excursions and stuff like that, it's like we can talk about it all day long, because there's so many different ways that you can do excursions. You can do them via tour. You can buy it when you get on off the ship. You can buy it on the ship. And sometimes all you're really like saving is a little bit. It's not like if you're saving a whole lot. But to me, I'd rather be safe than have something happen, God forbid, and then you're stuck somewhere. And it happened to us. Where were we? Recently, we were at I think it was the in Aruba. We were at the nature's pool. We were coming back, and there was a horrible. I guess they were building something at the point, and we were just backed up in traffic. And we got to the port about 35 minutes late. We were the last people to get on the ship, and they were waiting for us. So when I look at things like that, it's worth, it's worth the price you pay. To me, is peace of mind. Just no different than when you talk about travel protection. A lot of people don't like to pay travel protection, but I always try to, let everybody know to try to at least get some form of travel protection, because you never know. You never know if, something might happen, if your flight gets delayed or anything like that. All sorts of things can happen. You can have an issue a week before your cruise. I've seen it happen when a client had they were hospitalized, and like 2 days before the cruise, they were still hospitalized. Thank God they had travel protection, and they were able to get all their money back. But little things like that happen. I know not every time, but at least try to put some travel protection, or maybe get a yearly travel protection if you cruise a whole lot during the year. So Allianz is always good. That's the one that I buy for the yearly for me and my family is Allianz, and I like it. The only thing with Allianz that I don't know if a lot of people know that is that you could buy the travel protection for the whole year, but it's only going to cover one refund back on your cruise. So they'll refund you back one cruise, but if something were to happen again on another cruise, then they won't refund that cruise. But if you do flights, hotels, and anything else, and something happens, yeah, those are unlimited. They can refund all of that. If you're liking the show so far, please hit that like button, like the page. Debbie has a question. You mentioned about getting your feet wet for the first time cruisers. I sure hope not. I didn't mean it that way, Debbie. But that is funny. But yeah, like when you're a first time, when a lot of first time cruisers, a lot of people that I talk to are either they're scared of the water. If something were to happen, what would happen if I get stuck in the middle of the ocean and the ship breaks down, and things like that. And I told them, I said, it's rare that something like that happened. And if it does happen, I said, you have no idea. And I said, you could go to maps right now on Shipmate and you can see all the ships that are surrounding your ship. You don't see them like by the eye, but there's so many ships around you. So it's not like if you're alone out there or anything like that. So, but eventually once they go and they understand and they enjoy it, the first time cruisers, I love talking to first time cruisers. That's like my passion, to talk to all of them, get them into cruising, get them to love, the cruise, and hope that everything goes as planned. Because if something in that cruise happens and it takes kind of like that experience away, then it's a little bit weird. Because I've heard people have bad experience on their first time cruising and stuff like that. So you gotta just make sure that everything works properly, that we are providing information to everybody. And especially if you're going to bring a friend that's never been, tell them about all your experience, how much you have fun and all of that. That's one of the things that I like vlogging, because at least I can show and let my clients know, check out my vlog, check out this vlog, look at the ship, look how much fun you can enjoy. And one of the things that I do get a lot of people that ask me, like when they said that they're scared of being on a ship on water, like, how does that feel? And I said, trust me, once you get on the ship, you're not going to feel, you're in the water, but it's like, well, depending on also the ship that you go into, you're going to be immersed in like comedy shows, this, that. You're not going to even be thinking that you're on a ship in the water. Like, unless you go up to the Lido deck and you look outside, obviously you're going to see the ocean. But other than that, you're not, I don't think, because they've never happened to me. Like I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm on the boat on the water. I already know I'm on a cruise, but I'm not like looking out to checking that out. Let me see. Judy said we better get our insurance unless it's too late. No, it's not too late, Debbie. You can always get the insurance. Just let me know and we can work on that. We can work on that for you guys, definitely. But I always let a lot of people don't want to buy insurance, and then I mainly push insurance. I usually tell everybody, but I also push insurance when you're doing like the big trips, like if you're going international and stuff like that. That's when, because you're spending a lot of money, you want to make sure that you are covered, that if something were to happen, that you are covered in every which way possible you can think of, because it's a lot of money what you're putting out of pocket. So it's always good to make sure that you have coverage for everything that you need. If I don't know if you guys have any other questions, but if not, then we continue to talk about all sorts of different cruise. I don't know how, I think, let me see. I don't know if anybody here has cruised in, I don't know if, have you guys ever heard about Scenic Cruising? They're offering some specials on Scenic right now. And Scenic is really nice. If you've never been on a Scenic cruise, I personally never been, but I know some people that have been and they have enjoyed it. It's more of a little bit more luxurious type of cruising, and Scenic right now is offering. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick to tell you more about Scenic. Scenic is offering on the Emerald, it's the new Scenic Emerald Cruises, is offering some onboard credit for Labor Day. They're going to be having from August 28th to September 8th. They're going to be having a sale for, and it says, we have a big bonus saving for our clients on selected luxury river and yacht cruises. But just for a limited time with Emerald Cruises, your clients can save an extra $1,000 per couple on selected river and yacht cruises. And on Scenic, your clients can enjoy up to $4,000 off per suite on selected ocean voyages and up to $1,500 off per suite on selected river cruise. So Scenic is really nice if you've never heard about them. They are like more, how would I say it? More, it's kind of like cruising, but more elevated, you can say. And it's like you're there to get pampered. It's kind of like celebrity, but on a even on a higher level. I know of a couple that went on one and they really enjoyed it. I love their cabin. It was so pretty. Everything was very like, it's like you're in a different level of cruising. And I'm not sure if anybody here is into like Scenic, but if you're not, check them out and see maybe one day you like to do something like that. I might be going on one of them maybe in a couple of years. I want to try Scenic. Scenic doesn't leave out of United States. I think they leave out of someplace else. I have to check and see where their itineraries are for Scenic. Be Kind Oklahoma says, trust you want insurance for unexpected moment. That's right. Miss Bethany can tell you all about that because she just went through insurance not so long ago, and at least everything worked out. You know, everything was good and everything worked out for her, and she's good to go. But we have to have that insurance because you never know. You never know when you're gonna need it. You know, you never know until you need travel protection, pretty much. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is coming out with their brand new Icon of the Seas. That inaugural cruise is coming out on January 25, 2024. That's the inaugural cruise that has been sold out. There's no more cabins for that one. If you're looking to booking Icon of the Seas, I suggest you can start booking anywhere after September 2024. That's when I've been looking that the rates are a little bit lower. But that ship, I can't wait to see Icon because that ship is mainly, they have about 28 different types of staterooms, and all of the staterooms are different. One of the staterooms is a family surfside, and on these family surf sites, you can put up to 6 people. So you don't have to get like a junior suite or a sky suite or any of that stuff or a royal suite to be able to bring, you know, your kids. Like if you're a family of like six mom and dad and 4 kids, then you can have, and what's really nice about these surfside cabins are that mom and dad have their own section where they have their king size bed, and then on the other side, you have like a kind of like an area with bunk beds and a TV separated. So it's really cool. I was looking at the information when it came in, and I'm really looking forward to getting on that ship. I'm probably going to be taking my daughter with me because I know how she likes Royal and all of that. I know it's a huge ship, but it's mainly made for families. So I'm looking forward to one of these days getting on that ship and checking it out and bringing you guys some more vlogs from that ship. Let me see. Debbie Norris, my problem is that I have champagne taste and a big. I know, Debbie. We still got to talk about that. I'm also going to be planning. I'm in the works of doing a different type of group. It's going to be going to Jerusalem, and I'm looking into doing this group for 2025. It's going to be towards the end of February, beginning of March. The group that I'm trying to put together is going to be a 13-day group, and we're going to be flying from wherever you are. You're going to be flying from there to Egypt. It's going to start in Egypt, then from Egypt to Cairo, and then you're going to continue on until you get to Jerusalem. In Jerusalem, we're going to have 7 days there. It's going to include all your tours, your hotel stay, your airfare, and all of that. So I'm working with the vendor right now because that's one of the things that has been on my bucket list for a long, long time to do. So I'm looking forward to getting that group together and figuring out how many people want to go and see if we can build a group and we can all go together and enjoy that. It's going to be a great, great time getting to vlog all of that from over there. Let me see. Michael Patterson, but RCL is getting so expensive. Yeah, Michael, RCL is getting expensive. What I pretty much do when it comes to RCL, depending on where you want to go, I always try to look for the different group rates, lower rates for those types of cruising. And I still find some really, really great deals. Like before I came on the live show, I just booked Quantum of the Seas to Alaska. This is for May 2024 on a balcony cabin, group rate with travel protection, gratuities, and everything, taxes, port fees, and everything out the door. It came out to $27.46, I think it was. And this, I just booked that like maybe an hour and a half ago. And that was on a group rate deal. So if you're looking to go to Alaska and maybe that's one of the dates that you might want trying to do it, then I think they'll still have about 5 more cabins left for that group rate at that price. Mind you, that's with travel protection and everything on it. And the client had military discounts, so it gave them a little bit of a discount. So if you don't have military background, then it'll probably be a little bit different, the pricing. That is true, Donnell. Icon pricings are ridiculously high. You don't got to tell me that because I see it all the time. That's why I always tell everybody, if you're planning on going on Icon, do it after September 2024. I noticed that the prices dropped by at least half of the price that is now all the way through the summertime. Let me see. Both my son and daughter have 4 kids. It's hard because most family suites are for 5 and not 6. Yeah, and that's one of the things, Judy, that if your daughter is thinking of doing something, I definitely would recommend the Icon because you could get a family balcony surfside for less than you will pay for a junior suite or even a 1-bedroom, crown loft or anything like that. I did a booking on a family surfside, and they're going in June of 2024. And there's 6 people, and it was about 6,900 and change on the Icon of the Seas on a family surfside balcony. This surfside balcony does not have like your normal balcony. Your balcony is kind of like the celebrity edge and the apex of your balcony is inside your room. So that's what this one is. It's like your balcony is inside your room. So it's really, really nice. So if maybe, Judy, if your daughter is looking for something like that, that might work for her. We can always price it and see what the price is for her. Yeah, that is a really good price. You have to, you got to kind of like search. If you search different dates and different things, you'll find really good deals. The thing is, like, you have to be a little flexible, but if you're just wanting to do that specific sailing and all of that, then it's a little bit, it's a little bit hard, but we can try it and find, as best prices as we can. I know that sometimes the families, what they do, I actually have 2 families that are in a crown loft 1-bedroom, and because they have mom, dad, and 3 kids, both families, and they're neighbors. And what they did was they went into a crown loft 1-bedroom that fits 5 people. So we were able to put them there. And I think that's Adventure of the Seas that they booked. and it was a really good price for them to go on that. So it depends on the ship, it depends on the timing, the peak season, the off peak season. If kids sell free, that's going to be another good part, where you're going to drop a lot in pricing because the kids sell free part of it. So it all depends, how, when you want to travel, and what ship, what specials they have. And that's why I always keep an eye on all the specials, the different things. Like right now, Celebrity has that 70, I think it's 72% off on second guest and onboard credit. And they had it for a while. They actually had 75, and they took it off. They took it off. And now I think they have 5 more days. I don't know if after that 5 days they're gonna bring it back, but we have to wait and see. So let me see. So yeah, it's like what can I say? I started cruising when one of my daughter, that she's 25, when she hit 15. I've never cruised before. I don't even know why I've never went on a ship before. But she was one, like, I want to do a cruise for my 15th birthday. And once I did like I think it was a 4 day, and it was on Enchantment of the Seas. It was a Royal Caribbean Enchantment of the Seas. And the cabin that we had was in an ocean view cabin. I will never forget. It was an ocean view cabin. We went to Nassau, Bahamas, and Coco Cay, way before Coco Cay is what it is today, because back then it was completely different than what it is today. And that was my first cruise. And after that, I was hooked on cruising. And I helped so many people out, booking, their cruises, and families, friends, and all of that. I just enjoyed it. Like talking about cruising, places I've been, different things that I've done, all the sorts of excursions. Sometimes when I look back as a person that is into YouTube now, I said, I wish I could have been vlogging since I started cruising, because it's like I would have had so much content out there in so much different places, because I do excursions. Every cruise that I take, every port that I go is an excursion I have. So I love doing excursions. Like if I'm the type of cruiser that if I go on a cruise for the first, like I'm going to a port for the first time, you're gonna see me on the shore excursion looking for historical places to go. I like history. I like to know about the place that I'm gonna be traveling. I like to know everything about that area. So that's me. And then when I go back again, then I do something completely different than I can do here in Florida. So that's the kind of cruiser that I am. Judy says, I want to cruise every month, but there is life. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you have to. The way before I became a travel agent, and this is going to be a new news to everybody because not a lot of people know this. And I'm going to tell you guys. Before I became a travel agent, the way that I did cruising was I would cruise about 4 to 5 times per year. And a lot of people in the job that I have were a little like, how do you do it? So you know what I started doing? I started making my own lunch. I started making my own breakfast. And because when I looked at every month how much I spend between going to breakfast every morning and having lunch outside for work, I was spending about between three to about $500 per month, depending between breakfast and lunch. I'm not a coffee person, so I don't drink any coffee, so it was no money spent on there. And then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to use all of that money, and that's going to be my vacation money. And what I did, I started booking cruises like between a year to a year and a half in advance. And I booked a couple for that year. And I would use that money every month, and I will make payments on all of those cruises. And as I continued to cruise and as the years continued to progress, I kept on doing between 4 and 5 cruises every year. And I decided that every time that I would take vacation time, that I would literally go on a vacation, not a vacation that I stayed at home. And that's how I did it. I did all of my cruises. I have done that way. I paid it with a budget that I had on the side that had nothing to do with my bills, nothing to do with anything else but that. Because at the end of the day, that money was being spent on eating out. So I decided to just buy things to make breakfast and lunch, and that's what I would do. And that's how I was able to cruise. There's like, that's why when I hear people, oh, I can do what you do, you cruise all the time, I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, you do, because I see you pass by me every day with breakfast, lunch, and Starbucks 2 or 3 times a day. Yeah, you do. You could do it. And I always tell everybody they will come, because you got people that look at you like, oh, like, you cruise this, that, the other. I said, well, you could do the same thing that I'm doing. You just gotta reevaluate and look because at the end of the day, when the way that I see you work hard and you need time off to decompress, relax, and do something completely different. I don't see life as being one of those things that you have to work and work and work and no travel. You have to travel. Because traveling, to me, you learn so much, you meet so many people, and there's a lot out there that they is still to see. There's a lot out there, and doing the travel, being a travel agent, I love it because it gives me that opportunity to really do what I want to do, like, enjoy the time, and be able to take my kids and for them to see other places and enjoy and see how, that it's not just the way we live our life, but the way everybody else lives their life out there, so they can, not take it for granted sometimes. Hey, JNS Venture, how are you? Jeremy, how are you? Welcome in. Let me see. Okay. I wish I started traveling on my younger years. Yep. I started traveling. Let me see. I'm getting ready to be 50 next year. Am I going to be my big birthday? And I started traveling 15 years ago. Yeah, I used to travel when I was little a whole lot with my dad and stuff, but not like cruising and not like international. We used to go to Chicago and different places, and I've traveled like to Mexico and things like that. But cruising brought a different type of life. It brings a different type of lifestyle, and I truly enjoy it. I like being able to get on a cruise with people that I don't know, and I've done the situation where you go to the main dining room, you sit with other people, and you kind of enjoy it. You kind of meet other people, you talk to people. It's really nice. It's really, really, really nice to be able to do that. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you go on a cruise, people seem to be more relaxed. You don't see you kind of like don't see the people all stressed out or anything like that. It's like it seems like people are more relaxed on a cruise ship and they enjoy it more. I don't know if you ever noticed that about the people when you cruise, but people are like enjoying themselves. They laugh more. It's just so much fun, and then you got the shows and all of that. So it's really, really nice. I have cruised with Jen and Donnell. We've cruised on the Celebrity Apex, and I'm looking forward to cruising with them again soon, or maybe because they I know that they love Puerto Rico, so maybe going to Puerto Rico and joining them there, and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to doing the group cruises because I really want to meet the community, get to spend time with you guys. Because when you sit here all day and you talk and you do these live streams, you get to kind of like become family, and get to know each other. And it's nice if you've never done a group cruise. It's nice when everybody comes together and you're like, oh my God, now I could get to hug you. I get to talk to you. And that bond is completely different than when you're on the live. And then when you come back and you're on the live stream, then it's a different type of vibe because you know each other. So it's kind of cool. Eddie Luga's been traveling since 1982. That's a long time, Eddie. But I know Eddie likes Norwegian. I think Eddie likes Norwegian a whole lot. Scott McNeil, welcome in. You've had dinner with me. Yes, I have. Scott McNeil and I, we were on the Mardi Gras. I think it was. If I'm not, Scott, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the Mardi Gras. And it was August of 2021, if I'm not mistaken, Scott. And it was the first time that I had met Scott, and we had such a great time. We even have a lot of pictures, and we had a great time. That was when Larry and Elaine, I met Larry and Elaine on there too. So it was really a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Um, hey, Miss Cheryl. This is Miss Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime. She is the person that I was talking to you guys about earlier, that we have a show on Sundays at 2 p.m. Central Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm so looking forward to meeting Jeremy and Miss Cheryl next week. God permitting that everything goes good with this hurricane. Okay, so yeah, Scott, it was August and it was the third sailing. That's true. We were on the third sailing of the Mardi Gras. It was so much fun. Judy says, Debbie and I planned a cruise because I wanted to go to Puerto Rico, and guess what port was canceled? Yeah, I remember we talked about that. San Juan was canceled for you. I know that I had a cruise on the Mardi Gras, and I was taking my mom. It was last year for Mother's Day. And one of the ports was San Juan, and we got it canceled, and we ended up in Nassau. Now I'm looking forward to going to NASA because I want to see the new port. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, it's been great. Like, I always tell everybody, travel as much as you can, enjoy, and get to know a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there that you need to, enjoy time with them and have fun. Always have a great time on cruises because I just enjoy it. It's so nice to sit on the back of the aft of the ship and just look at the wake and enjoy I don't drink, so but I just like to sit out there and kind of like take it all in and enjoy, and be thankful for everything you have and all the friendships that you have, new friends coming in, enjoy the people that you travel with. It's a lot of fun. Scott says that I've been here, I just been quiet. Scott, you know that you're not quiet. You're quiet here maybe today, but we got to get together, Scott. We got to get back on another cruise. It was so much fun. I enjoy traveling with you. Thank you, Eddie, for hitting that like, missing a few. Yeah, hit that like button. But yeah, Jeremy and Cheryl are going to San Juan. It was weird because he was talking about it the other day on his live stream. And for those of you that don't know, Cruising is Fun Anytime. They have a live show every morning. It's at 9 o'clock a.m. Well, 9 o'clock a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. And I really enjoy that show. I have a lot of fun with them over there. And they were talking about that they were going to San Juan. And I'm thinking, I'm going to be in San Juan. So when I send him the message and he's like, oh, yeah. So we're planning, and hopefully everything goes good. We're planning on possibly going live from San Juan. So I'm truly looking forward to meeting Miss Cheryl and Jeremy. They've been such great help. It's like this. It's like everything. It's like cruising. I enjoy, all the blessings, everybody that I have met in YouTube. It's been these 2 months have shown me how great and how amazing people can truly be out there. And if you're one day looking to being a content creator, you have a lot of great creators out there that are willing to help you guys out. And one of those channels are JNS Cruise Adventure. Cruising is Fun at Any Time. The Muster Drill, Eddie Lugo Studios. There's a whole bunch to name, and there's a lot of content creator out there that are more than welcome to help you guys out. Even me, if you ever need anything, I'm always here for everybody. For those of you that know me, that are clients, friends, they know that no matter what, I will drop what I'm doing and I will help you guys out. Hi, Nancy, welcome in. If your guys are going to be watching the replay, you can always put any comments and I will answer those comments as well. All I'm going to ask, we have another minute more to go for the live stream. Just keep a prayer for everybody in Florida. We're getting ready to have this hurricane come through tonight. I'm getting ready to leave here in a minute to go pick up my mom, bring her over. Keep us in your prayer. I know that Scott McNeil is in Panama City, so he's not too far from me. He's about a couple hours from me. Scott, take care of yourself. If you need anything, we're here. You know my number. But yeah, keep us in your prayers. Just wanted to let you guys know that I love each and every one of you guys. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for being part of Traveling with Tinkerbell. And we're just going to be continuing to grow. And I love you guys all to the moon and back. Have a great evening, a great rest of your week. And I will post some information on Facebook just to let you guys know that we are okay. And just keep us in prayer. Please pray for Miss Bethany as well, as she's going to be going under surgery soon here. So Bethany, know that I love you and I care a lot about you. I know that I've never met you, but one of these days we'll meet each other. We're going to go cruising together. Stay safe. Thank you so much for everything, guys. And I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.